Anyway mga kabarya, isang mapagpalang araw ng linggo, March 28, 2021. Sa video na ito, i-discuss natin ang ating nakalap na stock news, stock balita, catalyst, and fundamentals tungkol sa ating stock na si Philinvest REIT, si dito CMA Holdings Corporation at pati na yung para kay Basic Energy Corporation naman. Saka dito pala guys sa ating Kabarya Avenue PH YouTube channel, sinishare natin yung ating experience at dinodocument yung ating pag-aaral sa mga nakita nating potential digital assets in investment na pwede tayong kumita gaya ng stock market, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum at iba pang pangmasang investment. Kaya guys, kung trip at korsonada mo ng ganitong mga content, pwede mo ring pindutin yung red subscribe button dyan sa baba para ma-update ka pa ng ating mga latest na ina-upload na video tungkol sa ating pag-aaral ng mga digital investment naman. Alright, bago pala tayo mag-umpisa guys, huwag nyo palang kalimutang basahin muna yung ating disclaimer naman dyan sa baba ng ating video. Okay, sa video ito, pag-uusapan natin ang ating stock news, stock balita, catalyst, and fundamentals para sa ating stock na si FLI REIT, si Dito, si Basic Energy Corporation ngayong March 28, 2021. Kaya halina kayo at atin ng talakayin. Papasukin na natin. Okay guys, good day sa inyo. Proceed tayo dito sa ating unang stock balita. Ito ay naitala noong March 28, Sunday no. Ngayon March 28, 2021 no. Ngayon ito Sunday. Ito ay nanggaling kay Inquirer.net naman guys no. Ang title nito, itong si Philinvest REIT headed for 14.9 billion public debut. Yan naman guys no. Nagkaroon ulit tayo ng REIT na offer o propose ng ating Philinvest naman. Basahin natin. Gusyanon Lead Philinvest Land Incorporated FLI has spun off its business process outsourcing office BPO property assets mostly in Northgate Cyberzone in Alabang into a real estate investment trust REIT that seeks to sell as much as 14.9 billion pesos worth of shares through the initial public offering IPO. FLI plans to offer up to 1.6 billion secondary common shares in Cyberzone Properties Incorporated CPI, which will be renamed Philinvest REIT Corporation for as much as 8.30 per share. About 163.42 million additional shares will be up for sale as part of an over-allotment option. Yan guys no, sabi nito, mag-offer siya ng REIT no. Ito na yung pangatlong REIT natin kasi ang una, yung kay Ayala, yung ating A-REIT no. Pangalawa, nung nakaraan lang, yung ating DDMPR REIT naman no. At ang pangatlo, ito na guys no, propose pa lang ito ni Philinvest REIT naman. At ang presyo nga nito, sabi niya, nag-decide sila na 8 pesos and 30 centavos per share no. Nung nakaraan si DDMPR REIT natin, ang offer niya is around 2 pesos and 25 centavos yata yung guys no. Okay, basahin natin, ituloy natin. Yan. Pioneer CPI is one of the pioneer BPO office space provider in the country. Its REIT portfolio consists of 16 office towers, one of which has a retail component in Northgate Cyberzone and Philinvest City, Alabang. CPI also own one office tower with a retail component in Cebu. Yung guys no, ang sabi nito i-offer nila is 16 office towers no, na nasa Northgate sa Philinvest City, Alabang no. Kasama rin dito ang sabi is yung one office tower na nasa Cebu City. Okay? Philinvest REIT is landlord to 300 1,362 square meter of leasable space. Malaki guys, no? Yung area. Its total property assets are valued at 36.99 billion pesos based on the prospectus submitted to the Security and Exchange Commission. Malaki rin yung property valued assets niya, no? Kasi 36.99 billion pesos, no? Tuloy natin. Based on the pro forma financial statement for 2020, Philinvest REIT posts 1.61 billion pesos in net income out of 2.78 billion pesos in revenues. Return on equity was at 30.1%. Napakalaki rin guys, no? Yung kanilang pro forma financial statement ng 2020. Okay? Tuloy natin. The property assets in the portfolio are projected to generate 1.98 billion in progress in gross revenues this year and then 4.27 billion in 2022. Yun guys, no? Ngayong taon, malaki yung kanilang target kasi nakalagay 1.98 billion pesos yung gross revenue. At sa next year, year 2022, ang pinoproject nila is 4.27 billion pesos naman. Kaya maganda ang plano ng ating Philinvest REIT naman guys, no? REIT, a relatively new assets class in the local market, refers to a corporation that primarily invests in income-generating real estate such as office spaces, shopping malls, service apartments, hotels, hospitals, and warehouses. It gives investor an opportunity to invest directly in the finished project rather than in developer itself. This asset class is meant to attract dividend-seeking investor because of REIT law requires the distribution of at least 90% of income as dividend annually. Yan guys, no, malaki. Yung propose nila na least is 90% of income as dividend annually. Yun yung kanilang binitawan naman guys, no? Kaya mukhang mas malaki yung offer nila dito, no? Kaysa kay DDMPR naman kasi kung kakalculate natin yung guys, parang ang lalabas is more than 10%, no? Yung i-offer nilang dividend nito annually. Ang kay A-REIT natin parang nasa 5% yata. Ganon din yata kay DDMPR REIT naman. Okay? Pero malalaman pa rin ito kasi tentative pa ito guys, no? For a REIT sponsor like FLI, this new asset class allows the property developer to recycle capital for further property development and expansion initiatives. Third listing. This will be the third REIT listing in the country after the recent IPO of Double Dragon Meridian Park, DDMPR REIT of DDMP Properties, and that of Ayala Land sponsor A-REIT Incorporated last year. Yung guys, to tuloy natin. A registration statement for the offering has been filed at the SEC, FLI said in a disclosure to the Philippine Stock Exchange on Friday. At the maximum price, Philinvest REIT proposed offering is bigger than DDMPR REIT 14.7 billion and A-REIT 13.6 billion pesos. Mas malaki nga yung offer nito guys, no? Kasi nasa 14.9 billion naman yung propose nila. Okay? FLI and CPI have mandated BPI Capital Corporation to act as joint global coordination, book runner and underwriter, and UBS AG Singapore branch as the joint global coordinator and book runner. Okay guys, yan ang ating naging stock balita, no? Kay Philinvest REIT naman natin. Okay? Initial muna yan, no? Kasi propose pa lang ito. Kayo na ang humusga. Okay? Okay guys, Sunod nating stock balita nang galing naman sa ating Security and Exchange Commission para naman ito kay dito CME na stock natin, no? Basahin natin. Date of report, date of earliest event reported March 25, 2021. Exact name of issuer as specified in its charter, dito CME Holdings Corporation. Address of principal office, 21st floor Udena Tower, Rizal Drive, corner 4th Avenue, Bonifacio Global City, Taguig City. Yan naman guys, no? Tuloy natin kung ano ang laman ng balitang ito para kay dito CME Holdings Corporation naman guys, no? Yan, basahin natin yung subject of disclosure. Clarification of the news article entitled Senate OKs dito franchise renewal. Yan naman guys, no? Tungkol ito sa kanyang franchise renewal. Basahin natin yung clarification of news report sa kanyang description. We write in connection with the request of clarification pertaining to the news article entitled Senate OKs dito franchise renewal posted in tribune.net.ph on March 25, 2021. The article reported in the part that the Senate of the Philippines has granted a fresh 25 years franchise to Mindanao Islamic Telephone Company Incorporated, Ms. Latel, now known as Dito Telecommunity, voting 17 affirmative, 2 negative, and 1 abstain. Senators pass on third and final reading House Bill 7332, which approves the franchise renewal of the China-backed company that positioned itself as the third telco player in the country. Based on information relayed to us by Dito Telecommunications Corporation, Ditotel, we wish to confirm the information stated in the above-mentioned news article. Yan naman guys, no? Kino-confirm ni Dito na approve na yung kanyang 25 years franchise renewal sa ating Mindanao Islamic Telephone Company Incorporated, no? At ngayon ay si Dito Telecommunication na. Sabi dito na pinasa ng ating mga senator, no? Kasi ang voting ng 17 affirmative, ibig sabihin naaprubahan at nanalo na yung kanyang 25 years franchise, no? Sa kanyang final reading House Bill 7332. Kaya maganda ito para sa ating stock naman na si Dito, no? Para sa kanyang growth stories. Kumbaga, magtutuloy-tuloy na ito guys kasi maganda yung kanyang naging evaluation at saka kaya ito naaprubahan ng ating mga senators naman sa kanyang 25 years of franchise, no? Kaya napakatagal, no? Ibig sabihin, maganda ito para sa pag-ano ng ating stock, no? Pagganda ng stock natin na si Dito naman sa ating stock market. Okay? Kaya kayo na ang humusga guys para sa mga position trader at saka mga long-term investor naman na naniniwala sa ating stock na si Dito, sa mga Dito holders mula pa nung ito ay nagsisimula, no? Na may hawak pa rin ngayon at saka ang ating mga matitibay na Dito Natics naman guys. Okay? Kayo na ang humusga. Okay, ito naman yung ating pangatlong stock balita na nakalap nang galing ulit sa ating Security and Exchange Commission. Ito naman ay para sa ating stock na si Basic Energy Corporation, no? Basahin natin. Date of report, date of earliest event reported, March 24, 2021. Exact name of issuer as specified in its charter, Basic Energy Corporation. Address of principal office, 7th floor Basic Petroleum Building, 104 Carlos Palanca Street, Legazpi Village, Makati City. Yan guys, no? Ito ay para kay Basic Energy Corporation, ang ating BEC naman, no? Basahin natin yung kanyang subject of disclosure. Approval of Department of Energy of the Wind Service. Approval of Department of Energy of the Wind Energy Service Contract of Mabini Energy Corporation. Basahin natin yung kanyang description naman. On March 23, 2021, Basic Energy Corporation received its copy of Wind Energy Service Contract signed by the Department of Energy of Mabini Energy Corporation, a wholly owned subsidiary of Basic Energy Corporation, over 4,860 square meter of land in Mabini Peninsula. Mabini, Batangas, the West provides for a non-extendable 5 years pre-development stage and a 25 years development stage counted from contract signing, and which is extendable for another 25 years subject to Department of Energy approval. The proposed project has a potential capacity of 50 megawatt and is projected to start commercial operation by year 2027 of 5 years from the date of awarding of the West. Yan naman guys, no? Napakaganda kasi naprobahan na yung kanilang project, no, ng ating BEC na wind energy naman, no, sa Mabini Energy Corporation, no. Kaya maganda ito, napakalaki ng kanyang area. Ang sabi dito is 4,860 square meter, no. Kino-confirm nila ito na aprobado na ito ng ating Department of Energy naman, no. At ang kagandahan, long term naman ito guys, no, kasi nakalagay, sabi niya dito magsisimula sa year 2027, no. Dahil nga ginagawa pa lang ito. Ang sabi dito na 5 years, no, yung pre-development stage nito. At saka 25 years yung development stage, no. At pwede pa nilang i-renew ng another 25 years. Kaya kung bubuuin mo guys at maaprobahan lahat nun, yung pati yung kanilang itong years of development stage, no, 25 years, at saka yung extension niya, no, extendable ng 25 years plus 5 years, 55 years lahat guys, no. At napakalaki ng kanilang project dahil ito ay ang capacity is 50 megawatt naman na wind energy. Maganda ito kasi renewable energies ito. Kaya good thing ito para sa ating stock na si Basic Energy Corporation naman. Kaya kayo na ang humusga, mga BEC Natics at BEC holders naman natin. Okay? Alright. Yan ang ating naging stock balita, stock news, and catalyst sa ating stock market Philippines. Ngayong linggo, March 28, 2021. Magkita ulit tayo bukas sa ating stock update review. Once again, have a blessed Sunday po, and God bless. Hanggang sa muli.